Okay, next question. I am being billed for something I was not expecting to be charged. Who do I complain to? All right. The first thing I'm going to say, don't complain just yet. Insurance is complicated. I know people like to say, especially with some of the discourse that we've had these past few years, the past 10 years I'd say, excuse me, with regards to healthcare, health insurance, that we want to make it easy and everything. It's not easy. It never got easy. As a matter of fact, it got a whole lot harder. I've had to understand and do a whole lot more today in 2019 than I did back in 2009, just because health insurance got a whole lot more complicated. Reason I'm saying all this is, before you complain, I'd say ask. Make some phone calls, do a little bit of legwork, and ask. So the first person I would say, and we'll get to complaints in just a minute, but let's go with asking first. The first thing I would do, the very first call that I would tell you to make, is to the agent or broker that sold you the plan. Now, if you are an agent or a broker, and I know there's actually a number of you that watch me. As a matter of fact, I know I have more agents and brokers that watch my videos than potential clients, which is fine. I do this to kind of help the misinformation that's out there, and so, hi, welcome. But if you are an agent or broker and you're watching me say that I'm encouraging your clients to call you, I am. When I talk to other agents and brokers out there and I tell them that half my job isn't selling the insurance, it's talking to clients that already bought the insurance, it is for this reason. I want the clients to call me because with this type of a product, if they call the company and ask the question, the company could very easily interpret some of those questions as complaints. I've seen it happen. Fortunately not to me, but I have seen it happen, and when it happens, insurance companies can come down hard. So I encourage clients to call me first. A lot of times I can answer that question easily, and other videos I've done have the answers to these questions on there very easily. The answer is always, have you hit your deductible? Do you have a deductible? Did the insurance get billed properly? In other words, if it's a Medicare Advantage plan, did the insurance company get billed? If it's a Medicare supplement, did Medicare get billed first and then the insurance company? And I am not exaggerating when I say over half the questions are solved by answering the deductible or the billing question, and I'm being very serious when I say that. So if you are a client, if you are the person who asked me this question, well, I know someone has asked me this question because I get it all the time. A lot of times, go back to your bills. I have other Q&A videos about these bills you can look at and see, and go into detail on what to look at for that. If you have a Medicare supplement, look at your deductible. Did Medicare get billed? You know if Medicare got billed because you get a statement from Medicare called a Medicare summary notice. And on that summary notice will tell you if the insurance company got billed after that. We just did a whole series, a 3-part series on how to read those. It's called How to Read a Bill. You can find it on our channel and even on our website, www.medicare.com, with transcripts and a copy of the bill and a copy of the sample model bill and everything that Medicare uses. Over half of those problems, if you got charged for something you were not expecting to be charged, it's the bill, it's the deductible, a lot of times. Now, let's say it's not, and there's an additional problem. Contact your agent. If you are one of the unlucky people that went and just bought insurance on your own, in other words, you called the insurance company and asked them, or you bought it by mail, bought it over the phone, bought it from TV, you may not have an insurance agent that is willing to help you figure this stuff out. You've got to call the insurance company. Sorry. You've got to call the insurance company first. A lot of times they should be able to help you walk these charges back, give you an explanation of what it is, and help you figure that out. After that's done, if you don't get the answer you need and you're still getting the charge and you still don't think you have to, then you contact that insurance company and ask for you ask for an appeal. In other words, you tell them basically your side of the story, why you should not be getting billed for this. It's called, every insurance company says you file an appeal, or you file for an appeal with them. You can file a complaint with them, but usually that's if an agent or a broker or someone else told you an untruth. And that does happen. Most of us document the heck out of things, and we use a very specific presentation so that we know that so that we know that the stuff that you need to know is in the presentation. Just like when I'm talking here, a lot of the things I say, there's a lot of things, some of it go over your head. That's kind of why when I'm talking in person, I don't just ramble on like this. As a matter of fact, I'll only talk for a couple sentences, then I'll stop and I'll let you acknowledge that you took this in so that you can stop me and ask questions so that I don't miss anything that's important to you, because that's important to me. I don't know you. I don't know if there's anything anything I say that's important to you. So I'm going to ask questions, and everything I'm going to say, I'm going to break up into bite-sized chunks so that you have an opportunity to stop me and have me go back, excuse me, to answer questions or to extrapolate on things that are more important to you that I don't realize. It's so that we don't get to the point that there's a complaint. But if a broker or an agent did tell you something that you're pretty sure is not the case, you contact the insurance company and let them know, and then let them deal with it. If you don't get the satisfaction from the insurance company, then you can go to Medicare. You can call Medicare directly and let them know. The number is 800-MEDICARE. Do not go to them first. Contact your broker or agent first. If you don't have one, contact the insurance company. It is very simple. Go to them. Medicare will not do anything more efficiently than the insurance companies. Every insurance company that has an insurance product that's related to Medicare has an investigations unit. They will check everything. They will check. They will take your complaint, your problem seriously. Over half the time, over 90% of the time, you won't even have to get that far. You can contact the insurance company's customer service line, ask for help, ask for an understanding of why they got something. A lot of times, if you contact them because you don't have an agent or broker, they're going to tell you that the doctor's office didn't submit the claim properly, or you have your deductible. I'm serious. That is where a lot of these are. And they will just tell it to you. You'll get it taken care of. You'll have a better understanding, and you'll know for next time. But really, that's where the majority of these problems lie. But who can you complain to? That's where you can go. The state also has a complaints department. If you have a Medicare supplement, you would call them before you'd call Medicare, but you would call them after you called your agent or broker or the insurance company. You always go to them first. If you have a Medicare supplement after that, if you don't get the satisfaction you feel that you're due, you call the state's Consumer Protection Department with their Department of Insurance, or whatever your state calls the Department of Insurance. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan or a prescription drug plan, you call Medicare directly at 1-800-MEDICARE and you tell them. But really, contact your broker or agent or the insurance company first. And if you got to a point where you had to ask me this question, I'm really sorry that's happened. Like I said, over half my job is talking to my own clients about issues. I am very serious when I tell you the majority of these issues are the clients don't realize they have a deductible, or they don't realize they still have a deductible, or the doctor's office or other medical provider billed the wrong people or billed the client before the bill cycled through Medicare and or the insurance company. I'm telling you the majority of it is. If you're an insurance agent or broker watching this, hi. Take over that stuff. Have an assistant if you don't want to do it yourself. Take over that stuff. You want to be the first line. I can speak from experience with my clients and secondhand experience with other brokers and agents. You don't want your clients to call the insurance company first with a problem. You really want to try to take care of that stuff yourself if you can. That stuff can get misunderstood by the insurance companies, and you are the one who has the relationship with your client. It will help your client. It will help you, and it goes a long way to making sure that you have the trust that you need with your clients. Hope that helps, and yeah, sorry that happened. When in doubt, like I say at the end of all these videos, when in doubt, there's a reason I say give us a call. Send us an email, give us a call, send us a text, write on our Facebook page, put a comment on the YouTube page, although don't do those last couple of things if it's private information. It's because we want to be there for our clients. We want to be there to help. When you purchase your insurance from us, you're entering into a relationship with us, and our relationship is not to sell you insurance. It's to make sure the stuff works as advertised. That's why we say, give us a call.